Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. Today you join me probably the furthest north up the UK I've ever been. Currently standing on the shores of Loch Lomond in Scotland, and this evening we're at, I think it's Millarochy Bay, just round the eastern shore of Loch Lomond, I think, and seen one or two nice images from here before of a lone tree and a few sort of rocks leading out into the loch itself. So yeah, we're staying about a 20-minute drive away from this particular spot. So yeah, we've driven up here this afternoon to see what we can capture during sunset. As you can see, it's very cloudy, lots of mist rolling in on the opposite side of the loch there, so it's quite atmospheric at the moment. I've already taken one or two images because as we arrived, the light on one or two of the hills across the loch there was lovely. It's too good to miss. So if they're any good, I'll pop those up on the screen for you now, and then we'll see what else we can get from this location. For this next shot, I have got the camera set up nice and low to the ground, which actually pushes the tree higher up into the sky, so it breaks the horizon line significantly. So you know, it looks intentional. Also makes the tree look a bit more imposing than it actually is in reality. This was ISO 100. Got an aperture of f9 for 30 seconds. And that was with the K&F Magnetic Nano X 10 stop ND filter. Well, this next image now, I've just kind of moved around central to the tree, put the camera in portrait orientation. Again, I've got the 10 stop ND filter on, f9 ISO 100 and a 30-second exposure, and the tree looks pretty much silhouetted against the background there, but I think it actually makes for quite a nice image, and I'll pop that one up on the screen for you now. Well, for this next shot now, I've come around the other side of this tree, shooting in pretty much towards the sun, which is poking in and out of the clouds occasionally. Got the camera set up a bit higher this time, and the tree is kind of on the left hand third, in between where a part of the land comes in and an island. The tree I've got coming up between those two, so as it's not breaking the island or the land, if that makes sense. This is ISO 100 f8 for 2 seconds, and that was with the 6 stop ND filter. For this next image now, I've swapped the lenses over for the 70 to 200, and I am shooting at almost 200mm, I think. ISO 100 f8 for 3.2 seconds. That was with a 6 stop ND filter. It's just the way that the clouds were kind of enveloping one of the mountains on the opposite side of the loch here. Just looked really nice. So yeah, put the 70 to 200 on, zoomed in, and was just trying to capture the light really. It's looking quite nice, and I'll put it up on the screen for you now. What I've done for this shot now is I've swapped out for the 14 to 35mm lens, and I'm at about 14mm, quite close to the tree. I'm not sure whether I particularly like this composition, but I thought it was worth a try while we're here. But I've got the tree on the left hand third, and the sun is setting kind of towards the right hand third there. Because of the dynamic range here, what I've done is I'm using the 6 stop ND filter just to try and smooth that water out a bit, but I have bracketed as well, so I've got 3 images, one which is 1 stop under, one is correctly exposed, and one is 1 stop over, and I'll combine them in post, and probably be a 16:9 crop, and I'll pop that up on the screen for you now. This next image is still with a 14 to 35mm, it's probably about 15mm, 16mm, still with the 6 stop ND filter. I'm at ISO 100 f8, and this has given me a shutter speed of about 2.5 seconds. We're right at about sunset now, and there's not a lot of colour in the sky there, but I did like just the way that the tree is silhouetted, and there is a bit of detail in the sky. And yeah, it just looked quite nice on the back of the camera, so I'll pop that one up on the screen for you now. This next image now, I am using these rocks that just head off into the loch just as a leading line. I've got the 14 to 35 millimeter on. I am at the 14 millimeter end, and again, because of the dynamic range, I have had to bracket this, and I've bracketed kind of 2 stops under correctly exposed and 2 stops over. I'm hoping between those 3 that yeah, I've covered all my bases, and if the image is any good, I'll pop it up on the screen for you now. Well, I think that might be about it from Millarochy Bay this evening. The sun has set, and there wasn't a great deal of colour, but there was, you know, quite a bit of cloud cover, a bit of fog or mist in the distance over the mountains in the background there. It's the first time in Scotland, so you'll have to excuse my pronunciations and lack of knowledge of landmarks, etc. But yeah, this tree at Millarochy Bay was more difficult to shoot than I'd anticipated. It's quite a small tree. It's not completely surrounded by water, as you see, which I thought it might have been, but yeah, this evening it certainly hasn't been. Whether or not this water level gets any higher at certain times of year, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think I've got 1 or 2 images there that I'm quite happy with, and yeah, it's a beautiful area. It's just nice to be here. We've got plans throughout the week to go to various locations, so hopefully there'll be at least another vlog from up here in Scotland. But if you enjoyed the video, liked 1 or 2 of the images, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Till next time, take care, see you soon. Cheers then.